BYD's Green City Solutions is meant to present options in support of existing energy generation services that a community may already be designing. Many communities may not have renewable energy in their long-term plans, but BYD's dream is to bring them affordable, renewable energy generation. We must make renewables a relevant solution to our electrical grid. It needs to be as reliable as a coal plant, but how can you depend on the sun to shine at night? You can't. So what you must do is you must store the sun's power in an energy storage station and then deliver that power upon demand. The first step of BYD's Green City Solutions is to electrify existing public transportation, and that has immediate environmental benefits. BYD's electric buses use the same environmentally friendly batteries that our fleet vehicles do that we talked about. These iron phosphate batteries contain no heavy metals or toxic electrolytes, have the lowest environmental impact of any battery system that you will see in the show today. Petrol-powered vehicles are replaced by fully electric ones, reducing the pollution and operating costs by more than 30%. So let's use China as an example. There are 500,000 diesel buses in China. The emissions from just one bus in one day is equivalent to 30 passenger cars in that same day. So just by electrifying those buses, we reduce the pollution by equivalent of 15 million passenger cars. That's 120% of all the passenger cars that were sold last year in China. There are about 1.2 million taxis on China's roads, and the taxi emission is equivalent in one day to the average of 10 passenger cars in that same day. So, again, by electrifying the taxis in China, the fuel demand and pollution are decreased by the equivalent of 12 million cars. That's 90% of the total volume of private cars sold in China last year. BYD believes that by focusing on these three green dreams, that cities can drive the simultaneous economic and environmental recovery for our communities. This is our vision. This is our dream. These are the BYD Green Dreams. Now let me introduce you to Matthew Barber, a BYD partner dealer. Invite Matthew up.
Thank you, Michael. My name is Matthew Barber, and BYD invited me here to help present an industry-savvy view of the BYD vehicle lineup. I've spent the past year working as a partner with BYD, and I have visited their factory campuses and headquarters in China. And let me tell you, it is remarkable. I'd like to begin to speak about the flagship vehicle in their lineup, which is the E6, which can be seen over here. The E6 is an all-electric 5-seat crossover vehicle with an extended wheelbase of 111 inches. I'm 6'5", 200 and something. And let me tell you something, I fit comfortably in this vehicle, and that's one of the things I like about this vehicle. Now, what you may not know is the E6 comes in several versions. In China, it has run in this first batch as in the Shenzhen taxi fleet. When I was there, I was able to see these vehicles in action. They have been rapid charge driven now for about 2 million kilometers, and that's almost 1.3 million miles driven on the E6s alone. In some of these taxis, they have driven over 40,000 miles in 1 year. That's the equivalent of 5 years of normal use. And BYD has still not seen any significant degradation in the range that they achieve, which is approximately 200 miles per charge. There will be 2 versions of the E6 brought to the U.S. The first is an eco-friendly version with a 75 kilowatt motor, and this will be the longest range version of that vehicle. And for those who might want an electric crossover with a little more pep, the BYD will also have an E6 Sport. The E6 Sport has a larger 160 kilowatt in-wheel drive that will improve the acceleration 0 to 60 in just under 8 seconds. The projected top speed of both models is about 87 miles per hour. Now it should only take 40 minutes to fully charge the E6 using the 100 kilowatt fast charging cabinet. It takes roughly 6 hours using the standard 110 kilowatt standard charging pole. The next vehicle in the lineup is the F3DM, which is currently in the City of LA's fleet. It is the first dual mode EV, and it was launched, BYD's first dual mode EV, it was launched in 2008. It is a low carbon version of BYD's best-selling F3, as Michael has said, and they've sold over 1 million of these models in China. And it was once again announced as the #1 selling sedan in China. This is the only EV that comes standard with a roof-mounted solar panel, which charges the iron phosphate batteries, which I find very cool. The BYD F3DM was launched as the world's first mass-produced dual-model electric vehicle. On March 29, 2010, BYD's F3DM became available to retail customers in China. The next vehicle in the BYD lineup is the E-Bus. BYD launched the all-electric bus in fourth quarter of 2010. The first mass-produced BYD E-Bus is 12 meters long. This was the first iron phosphate-powered E-Bus in the world. I rode in this bus in my recent visit to China. It was smooth, it was quiet, it was a very convenient vehicle to get on and off of. The in-wheel drive and the electronically controlled air suspension give the E-Bus a ridiculously low floor and space for passenger travel. The E-Bus also employs many advanced technologies developed internally by BYD. Just like the F3DM, it has 9 solar panels that come equipped on the top of the bus to power the batteries. They also have a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot on the bus. Very cool for en route travel and business connectivity. The next car in the lineup is the newest. It is the BYD S6DM. The brand new S6DM is a dual mode electric and the world's first of this kind in an SUV model. The S6DM SUV is the world's first independent four-wheel drive dual mode electric SUV. Traveling over 60 kilometers or 38 miles on purely electric power and over 310 miles extended range when engaging the environmentally friendly 2.0-liter gasoline engine. This SUV sports a 10 kilowatt electric motor paired with a smooth 6-speed dual clutch transmission propelling the front wheels, while a 75 kilowatt electric motor powers the rear wheels. And the S6DM has 3 driving modes: full electric mode, two-wheel drive hybrid mode, and 4-wheel drive hybrid mode. This is the BYD 2011 green lineup, and I hope that you are as excited to see these cars come to the U.S. as I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt, for your presentation. If you only take one thing away from the messages we give you today, that is to remember that BYD is different. It's different than any other car company you've seen here today. Our goal is to drive the dramatic global and environmental recovery throughout the mass market adoption of affordable green technologies, breakthrough technologies we've shown you here today. We would love for you to test drive our cars downstairs, and we also invite you to grab a full press kit over here at our reception after this show. Thank you for attending.
Thanks for watching the Auto Channel. For more great coverage of all major motor events, visit theautochannel.com, the Internet's most complete and comprehensive automotive resource.